Let's cast our minds back 150 years now, because a Cardiff-based society for the study of the natural world is celebrating its 150th anniversary. Cardiff Naturalists Society was founded in 1867 and, interestingly, admitted both men and women from its inception, which alone made it unusual for the time, I'd imagine. Let's find out more now with the former president, Andy Kendall. Andy, thanks for coming in.
Hello.
So, 1867, where does that put it in terms of some of the other scientific societies that were being formed around the place? Was it one of the early ones or a later one?
It's certainly early. So when you look at things like the RSPB and things like the Wildlife Trust, it's early. There was an earlier scientific society in Swansea, and we're glad to hear that they're still going as well. So Wales was definitely leading the way in this area.
Great. And the gender equality in terms of membership, I mean, that's unusual for the time, isn't it? When you think about some of the other societies elsewhere in the UK.
Indeed. And, you know, we're certainly got a number of ladies who've been members of the society, presidents of the society. In fact, 2 are featured in the exhibition which we're opening today.
Yes. So you're beginning the exhibition today, looking back at its history and the sort of influence that it's had on Cardiff. Are you?
The influence on Cardiff, but also the wider world, because back in those earlier days, the society campaigned for things like the bird conservation legislation nationally. And an early form of social media was their campaign to get every scientific society in the UK writing to the government about get that activated.
Andy, I'd imagine as well, if you live in a city, but you're very interested in the natural world, Cardiff is not a bad place to be.
It's a great place to be. I mean, you've got a lot of different environments around here, you know, from the hillsides just behind Cardiff, the floodplain area all the way down to the bay, you know, the bird life and all the rest of it. And the docks actually gives an environment, because you get a lot of incoming things, strange plants and things were brought in. So you get a lot of what we call alien plants in the docks area. It's quite interesting.
What's your favourite space in Cardiff? If you're going to go and have a look for a particular thing, where would you navigate yourself towards?
Butte Park's got to be a classic because there's so much of it. You've got the River Taff, you've got the manicured area, which the council look after so nicely. But then if you walk further north, you can continue all the way up from Butte Park, right up through along the riverside, and eventually you get to Corrington Roundabout, which is unusually, we've surveyed as one of the richest wildlife areas reserves in the area.
Really?
A big roundabout on the M4?
Because nobody goes in there. Wildlife does its own thing.
Wow.
So we did a survey a few years ago and literally got hundreds of species and plants and animals.
At this time of day, there'll be people now sitting in their cars on that roundabout, craning their necks and let's try and see something. It's rammed at this time of the afternoon.
Well, at the right time of year, you can drive around there and see orchids by the hundred.
Really? Oh, wow. I had no idea. Gosh, I've been driving past absolutely blind to that sort of thing. That's really good to know. So you've got this exhibition going that starts today.
Yeah.
And you've got a lecture as well, haven't you, talking about the history of the society?
Well, the exhibition's about the history, and that's down in the Cardiff Story Museum. That's opening today.
Yeah.
And then we're really pleased to have a prestigious lecture to celebrate our 150th.
Oh, I see.
We've got Yolo Williams coming to talk to us on the 5th of October.
Fab. He's great, isn't he?
Oh, he's fantastic.
What's he talking about?
He's doing an evening with Yolo Williams. We've left the subject matter to his expertise.
Fantastic.
Because we're expecting him to be as entertaining as he always is.
Well, I think that's a safe bet, isn't it? Well, listen, congratulations. Enjoy all your celebrations, and I'm sure I'll be popping along to that exhibition before it finishes. Thanks very much indeed.
Thank you.